think Kenya is just, a stage, and it's full of, suckers, and what you're always treated to is as quoting the constitution, what the expectation is, and then you'd imagine that the house would, be putting itself up to the standards we've defined in our constitution, but that has never been the case for the longest time. So looking at how the process of vetting happened and how cabinet secretaries were rinsed to, sort of now go into government, tomorrow to have the president go ahead and appoint them is actually the biggest joke, because the protest that led to the movement making the demands that we need to have accountability, we need to have competence in public service, and what we've been treated to right now, it actually shows the extent to which politicians hold us. I'm sorry, I think I'm hearing an echo. I don't know if you guys can hear that.
We can hear you.
No, all right. So I think just looking at how politicians rate Kenyans' IQ is actually stunning. They would come to rallies and tell us, we're intelligent, and the decisions they make each and every single day, remind us of how foolish we are. So I think looking at the process that happened with vetting, there is no seriousness. Of course, the president has got the mandate to go ahead and nominate people. I mean, there is no specific criteria, but with the cries we've been having about accountability right now, the guys have argued that let's look at the academic credentials. And if you actually check across the world, check an example of Britain. I mean, do they take people who are academically qualified to go into slots of positions, especially in ministries? Probably not. But their politics, in a way, works. You have Labour and you have the Tories, and they have clear defined policies. So people who come on there get to serve that. We do not have the advantage of politics working in Kenya. So again, we'd have to resort to, experts. But again, the question I'd ask is the experts we have, PSs, perhaps that's a different conversation we'd had on a different day. But again, to my final point, cabinet secretaries are the liaison between the executive to the experts you have in the ministry. So these people should have leadership skills. They should actually be able to have the heart of the country and connect with the people. They should be able to serve and not, have regional kingpins who would even go ahead and serve regional interests. So again, what have we been treated to? I mean, we are trying to quote the constitution, yes. We are trying to look at it from a very professional point of view. But what William Ruto did essentially is play politics, and we are trying to judge the nominations he made based on competence, which is actually not a standard in the very first place. So I don't know how this is going to play out, to be very honest, because for a government that came into power and was so religious, we are still in the book of Lamentations. For how long would Kenyans cry for accountability and never see it come to pass? So, yeah, people like Mbadi who came and were, oozing wisdom, so they say. I mean, I'm sorry for him, because it seems the botanist we have at State House, is the one who's actually leading in economics. And I doubt if most of these guys would even have a chance to be able to, present ideas that the president and cabinet would actually adopt. So for me, I still believe the president is the biggest problem, as Ahmed Nasser one morning made in a studio and said, the problem is the president here.